10 Stoic Lessons to Handle Disrespect. Have you ever found yourself facing disrespect, that sharp sting that leaves you upset and frustrated? It's a challenge we all encounter on this unpredictable journey called life. Now, what if I told you there's a timeless wisdom from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism that can guide us through such moments, offering a resilient shield against the arrows of disrespect? Today, we embark on a journey to uncover 10 practical Stoic principles that can transform the way we handle these difficult situations. Let's begin. Stoics reflect on themselves. Picture a vast sea, its waves dancing under the canvas of an endless sky. Similarly, life unfolds with its highs and lows, but the Stoics, those ancient philosophers, navigated these waters with grace. As we set sail into the heart of Stoicism, we encounter a beacon of insight from Marcus Aurelius, who once illuminated the path by declaring, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." The Stoic journey begins with self-reflection, a practice that transcends time. Imagine peering into the mirror of your soul, contemplating the ripples of your thoughts, for the Stoics believed that the essence of our lives rests upon the quality of our internal dialogue. This introspective voyage is not a mere luxury, but a necessity. In the face of disrespect, the Stoics would counsel us to turn inward. In a world where the arrows of criticism may pierce our armor, it is crucial to engage in profound self-examination. Marcus Aurelius, that sage emperor-philosopher, implores us to ponder, is there truth in the words that cut through the air? Did our actions or words unknowingly stoke the flames of discord? In these moments, instead of lashing out or retreating, the Stoics encourage us to embrace self-inquiry. Imagine a dialogue with oneself, where questions become the catalysts for growth. This isn't a dance of evasion, it's a symphony of understanding. How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and virtues? This question, whispered through the ages, resonates with timeless wisdom. Self-reflection, the Stoic mirror of the soul, acts as a compass in navigating the tumultuous waters of life. It isn't about blame or absolution, but a sincere examination of the self. Seneca, another luminary of Stoicism, once remarked, "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive." So too, he who fears self-reflection will never tread the path of true wisdom. So, fellow voyagers, let us embrace the Stoic tradition of self-reflection. In the words of Epictetus, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. As we face the winds of adversity, let us unfurl the sails of self-awareness. In the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, we find not just a philosophy, but a compass to navigate the seas of our own existence. Stoics have empathy. Epictetus once reminded us to seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. In the mosaic of our existence, disrespect often lurks like a shadow, casting doubt and darkness on our path. But fear not, for the Stoics have left us a lantern of wisdom. Picture this: a world where empathy is our guiding star, a compass pointing us towards understanding, compassion, and personal growth. In the grand theater of life, Epictetus takes center stage, delivering a powerful soliloquy on Stoic empathy. "Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves," he declares, inviting us to explore the depths of understanding within. Stoics, true to their philosophy, believe in the interconnectedness of humanity. Imagine a moment of disrespect, a sharp arrow aimed at the fortress of your dignity. Instead of reacting with fury, Stoicism suggests dumbing the shoes of the one who disrespects you. Understand their perspective, for in their actions, you may find echoes of insecurities, fears, or ignorance. Stoicism teaches us that compassion is the antidote to disrespect. It is the elixir that transforms anger into understanding and resentment into kindness. In the face of disrespect, Stoicism beckons you to respond not with retaliation, but with dignity. Empathy becomes your shield, protecting you from the arrows of negativity. By understanding the person's perspective, you can craft a response that reflects wisdom and self-improvement. Stoics stay calm. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once wisely remarked, people are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. It's a profound insight that challenges our conventional understanding of disrespect. Picture this. You're confronted with disrespect, and instead of reacting impulsively, you pause and reflect on the words of Epictetus. Suddenly, the weight of the disrespect begins to shift. Stoicism teaches us the art of staying calm in the face of adversity. Rather than being disturbed by external events, it encourages us to examine our internal reactions. It's not about denying our emotions, but about understanding and controlling our responses. The next time someone disrespects you, consider this. Their behavior is a manifestation of their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions, not a mirror reflecting your true value. To illustrate this, let me share a personal story. Recently, I found myself at the receiving end of disrespectful remarks. Initially, my emotions surged, and I felt a compelling need to retaliate. But then, the words of Marcus Aurelius echoed in my mind. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. In that moment, I realized that my happiness and peace were within my control, independent of external disrespect. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our internal state is the arbiter of our well-being. Instead of letting disrespect linger and fester, we have the power to free ourselves from its grip. It's not about condoning the disrespectful behavior, but understanding that our interpretation and judgment determine the impact it has on our emotional state. Let's turn to another Stoic luminary, Seneca, who advises us, "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive." Similarly, one who fears disrespect may never fully embrace their true worth. Stoicism challenges us to rise above the fear of external judgments and focus on cultivating our internal virtues. So, how can we practically apply Stoic principles when faced with disrespect? Firstly, recognize that you cannot control the actions of others, only your response. Embrace the wisdom of Seneca and detach your self-worth from external opinions. Remember that, as Epictetus suggests, it's not the disrespect itself, but your interpretation that holds the power to disturb you. As we navigate the complex tapestry of life, the Stoic philosophy offers a timeless anchor. Disrespect, like turbulent waves, will come and go. The key lies in maintaining our composure, guided by the wisdom of Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca. By understanding that our true value is intrinsic and unaffected by external judgments, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Stoics learn to pause. Have you ever found yourself in a moment of anger, where your emotions threaten to spiral out of control, leaving you in a state of regret? We've all been there, caught in the web of intense emotions, especially when faced with disrespect. But what if I told you there's a timeless philosophy that teaches us the art of the pause? As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Whenever you are angry, be assured that it is not only a present evil, but that you have increased a habit." Stoicism isn't just a set of rules, it's a way of life, teaching us that impulsive reactions driven by intense emotions often lead to poor decisions and unnecessary suffering. Imagine a bustling ancient city where a young man named Alexius faced daily challenges that tested his patience. One day, he encountered blatant disrespect that triggered a surge of anger within him. In that moment, he remembered the wisdom of the Stoics. Instead of succumbing to the immediate impulse to react, he chose to pause. In that pause, he found clarity. Seneca's words echoed in his mind, reminding him that anger is not just a fleeting emotion, but a habit that can grow if left unchecked. Alexius recognized the importance of self-control and rationality in that crucial moment. Stoics believe that the pause is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to inner strength. It's a deliberate choice to step back, collect your thoughts, and respond with wisdom. This pause allows you to regain control over your emotions and align your actions with the principles of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The Stoic approach encourages us to find happiness within, to detach ourselves from external circumstances that often trigger emotional turmoil. Consider the story of Julia, a modern-day practitioner of Stoicism. Faced with a challenging work situation and disrespectful colleagues, she embraced the Stoic pause. Instead of reacting impulsively, she took a moment to reflect on what was truly within her control, the way she chose to respond. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher born in the 1st century, emphasized the importance of understanding what is within our control. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Julia, by embracing the pause, exemplified this Stoic principle, finding strength in choosing her response. So why is the pause so crucial in the face of disrespect? It's not about suppressing emotions, but about channeling them in a way that aligns with our values and principles. The pause allows us to break free from the chains of impulsivity, leading to more measured and thoughtful responses. Seneca's wisdom continues to resonate. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Stoicism invites us to question the necessity of our suffering, urging us to embrace the pause as a means to avoid unnecessary turmoil. In the tapestry of life, where disrespect may weave its threads, Stoicism offers us a timeless tool, the pause. By resisting the impulse to react immediately, we can navigate the complexities of human interactions with composure and rationality. Stoics used humor. Picture a serene garden, where the air is laden with the fragrance of ancient scrolls and the echoes of profound wisdom. In this oasis of philosophy, the Stoics found not only solace, but also the power to face the turbulence of life with unwavering composure. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once remarked, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." These words, etched in the annals of time, encapsulate the essence of Stoicism, finding joy within, even amidst the chaos. Imagine a day filled with unexpected challenges, a day that tests the resilience of your spirit. In the face of adversity, the Stoics advocate a surprising ally, humor. Seneca, the wise Stoic philosopher, humorously observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Amidst life's uncertainties, humor becomes a shield, a tool that allows us to maintain control over our reactions. Let me share a tale with you. Imagine navigating through a sea of unsolicited advice, each wave threatening to drown you in frustration. In such moments, the Stoics would encourage a hearty laugh rather than succumbing to the storm. As Epictetus, another Stoic sage, once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In the face of unwanted advice, a well-timed jest becomes a beacon of light, guiding us to respond with grace and resilience. Consider humor not as a mere escape, but as a Stoic technique. Seneca, ever the sagacious philosopher, reminds us, "You have mastered yourself when you know how to deal with what you should not take seriously." Stoicism invites us to dance with life, to face its challenges with a twinkle in our eye. Let's revisit the wisdom of Seneca, who believed, "Humor is the only test of gravity, and gravity of humor. For a subject which will not bear raillery is suspicious, and a jest which will not bear serious examination is false wit." In the delicate balance between seriousness and levity, humor emerges as the litmus test of our understanding of the world. Now let's apply this wisdom to a scenario we all encounter: disrespect. In the realm of Stoicism, disrespect becomes an opportunity for a judicious blend of wit and wisdom. Seneca, once again, imparts his insight: "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive." Similarly, he who fears disrespect may never respond with the wisdom of a Stoic. Instead of allowing disrespect to trigger an emotional tempest, consider responding with a touch of humor, disarming the situation and fostering a more positive outcome. As we conclude our journey through the Stoic garden of wisdom, let the echoes of laughter and sagacity linger. The Stoics, through their timeless quotes and practical wisdom, beckon us to dance to the symphony of life with a heart lightened by humor. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, very little is needed to make a happy life. Today, let humor be the gentle breeze that makes your life a joyous journey, mastering yourself in the art of laughter, as the Stoics did centuries ago. Stoicism is based on virtue. Virtue is nothing else than right reason. Seneca. These words, crafted by the wise Seneca, echo the essence of Stoicism. Virtue, the cornerstone of this philosophy, is not a mere word, but a beacon illuminating the path to a life well lived. Imagine a solitary figure atop a mountain, not seeking escape, but embracing the challenges life hurls their way. Stoicism beckons us to cultivate virtues like wisdom and courage, qualities that fortify us in the face of life's tempests. Virtue, my friends, is not an abstract ideal, but a compass guiding us through the labyrinth of choices. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic luminary, once reminded us that the beauty of virtue lies in its ability to align with the natural order of things. In the storm of disrespect, Stoicism doesn't ask us to dance with anger or succumb to resentment. Instead, it calls us to a higher ground, the ground of virtue. The storm may rage, but virtue remains steadfast. Picture this. Faced with disrespect, we don't retaliate with the same venom. No, we rise above, responding with the dignity and poise that Stoicism teaches. It's not about tolerating the disrespect, but about crafting a response that mirrors our Stoic principles. Stoicism, my friends, is not a shield that makes us impervious to the arrows of life. It's a forge that tempers our metal, allowing us to grow, evolve, and emerge from the crucible of challenges stronger than ever before. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless wisdom, reminds us that true strength lies in responding to injustice not with vengeance, but with a commitment to rising above it. Stoicism challenges us to be architects of our character, constructing a self that stands tall amidst adversity. Stoicism embraces acceptance. Epictetus, the venerable sage, once shared words that resonate across the ages. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. This timeless wisdom forms the cornerstone of Stoicism, unveiling the power of acceptance in the face of disrespect. As we navigate the tumultuous seas of existence, disrespect becomes an inevitable storm. Stoicism, however, unfurls its sails, teaching us to navigate these tempests with grace and composure. Imagine a ship tossed by the waves. The Stoic, instead of resisting the storm, adjusts the sails of acceptance. Stoicism, with its roots anchored in ancient Greece, offers a timeless guide to living a life of virtue and tranquility. It's not about denying emotions, but about embracing them with a profound understanding of what lies within our control. Enter the Stoic dichotomy of control, a compass that points us towards acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, once whispered to the pages of his journal, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Here lies the crux of Stoic acceptance, realizing that external events, including the disrespectful actions of others, lie beyond our control. What we can control is our internal landscape, our thoughts, feelings, and reactions. Imagine a scenario where disrespect rains down like arrows. Instead of raising our shield in futile defense, Stoicism encourages us to stand tall and acknowledge the arrows for what they are, external events. Epictetus, the slave-turned-philosopher, whispers, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Stoicism will change your perspective. The great Stoic emperor, Marcus Aurelius, once whispered through the pages of time, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." These words echo the essence of Stoicism, the power of perspective. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the swirling currents of disrespect below. Instead of being swept away by the tumultuous waves, Stoicism invites you to rise above, to gain a panoramic view of the situation. It's about understanding that disrespect, in the grand scheme of life, is a mere ripple, not a tidal wave. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Perspective, my friends, is the lens through which Stoicism sharpens our focus on what truly matters. It's a shield against overreaction, a balm for wounded pride. Consider this. Disrespect often mirrors the shadows within the one casting it. In the immortal words of Seneca, he suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. When you embrace Stoic wisdom, you realize that disrespect is often a fleeting reflection of someone else's ignorance, insecurity, or frailty, not a stain on your character. So, the next time you find yourself dancing on the edge of anger and resentment, remember the Stoic dance of perspective. It's a graceful waltz that allows you to choose, to ignore, to forgive, to learn, instead of being ensnared by the barbed wire of negativity. In the poetic words of Epictetus, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Stoicism teaches us not only to listen, but to listen with the heart of understanding. It's not about stifling emotions, but conducting them like a symphony, where every note contributes to the harmony of a virtuous life. As Epictetus wisely remarked, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Let Stoicism be the compass that guides you to a life rich in meaning, virtue, and serenity. Stoics forgive. Ever been slapped in the face by disrespect? You know, that feeling when someone crosses a line, and every fiber of your being wants to retaliate. What if I told you there's an ancient philosophy that might just be the key to turning that anger into tranquility? In the chaotic dance of life, Stoicism stands as a steady partner, guiding us through the twists and turns with wisdom from the likes of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers. Stoics forgive, they say, inviting us to ponder upon a fundamental question. How do you react when faced with disrespect? Do you let the flames of anger engulf you, or do you choose a different path? The Stoic perspective on forgiveness is not a mere suggestion. It's a profound gift to yourself. It's a journey toward inner peace and happiness, a pathway strewn with challenges, but one that leads to the liberation of your soul. Forgiveness, as the Stoics preach, is not about absolving the wrongdoer. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment that bind you tighter than anyone else. In the tapestry of Stoic wisdom, forgiveness is woven with threads of resilience, compassion, and justice. It's not a blind pardoning of every transgression, but a discerning choice to forgive wisely. Stoicism reminds us to focus on the realm of our control and release the grip on what lies beyond. We can't dictate the actions of others, but we hold the reins to our reactions. Choosing to forgive is a profound act of self-love. It's a declaration that your inner peace is more valuable than holding on to grudges. As one Stoic philosopher put it, forgiveness is not a weakness, but a strength. It's not a surrender, but a victory. It's not a sacrifice, but a reward. These words echo through time, resonating with the truth that forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-care and personal growth. Picture this. You, unburdened by the weight of anger and resentment, choosing the path of forgiveness. It's not about forgetting or approving what happened. It's about reclaiming your power. In the crucible of forgiveness, you emerge not as a victim, but as a victor, victorious over the shackles of negativity. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Stoicism, with its teachings on forgiveness, beckons us to find that happiness within ourselves by letting go of the poison that festers in the wounds of past grievances. Stoicism means setting clear boundaries. In the words of the Stoic sage Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism means setting clear boundaries. It's not about yielding to the whims of the world, but about standing firm like a resilient rock. Picture this: a rock that doesn't crumble under the weight of disrespect, a rock that knows its worth and demands respect in return. How can we embody this Stoic resilience? Let's dive into the depths of this ancient wisdom. Centuries ago, in the bustling streets of ancient Athens, a wise philosopher named Epictetus echoed the sentiment of Stoic boundaries. Imagine a crowded marketplace where opinions clashed like swords. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, observed the chaos but remained untouched. He believed that we cannot control the actions of others, only our reactions. Imagine being in his sandals, understanding that our power lies in setting boundaries within ourselves. Let's fast forward to modern times and hear the echoes of Seneca, another Stoic luminary. It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. These words cut through the noise of our fast-paced lives, urging us to discern where to invest our time and energy. Picture a life where we set boundaries on distractions, focusing on what truly matters. Now let's break down the essence of Stoic boundaries. It's not about erecting walls to shut others out. It's about establishing clear gates that filter what enters our inner sanctum. In the words of Seneca, he suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Stoicism teaches us to anticipate challenges, preparing our minds to respond with poise rather than react impulsively. Consider the idea of being a rock, a symbol of strength, justice, and courage. Picture this: when faced with disrespect, instead of retaliation or silent acceptance, Stoicism invites us to be calm yet assertive. By setting clear and reasonable boundaries, we protect our dignity and demand the respect we deserve. As we wrap up this journey into the heart of Stoic wisdom, remember this: these 10 principles aren't just guidelines. They're the armor that shields you from the arrows of disrespect and rudeness. Give us a thumbs up if these timeless teachings resonate with you. If you're new here, hit subscribe, and let's continue this journey into the depths of ancient wisdom together. Thank you for watching, and until our next exploration, stay anchored, stay stoic, and stay true to the wisdom that defines you.